Hello again. We're going to talk now about parts of speech. In English, the main parts of speech are nouns, verbs, articles, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. Let's learn what these parts of speech do and how they fit into English sentences. A. Nouns and pronouns. Okay. They can be subjects, objects, and just nouns. Nouns, N, are people, places, or things. Pronouns are words like I, you, she, he, it, we, they, me, him, mine, yours, etc. These are words that can replace nouns. Nouns and pronouns can be subjects, S, of a sentence, objects, O, of a sentence, or objects of a preposition. You can see over here in our example, we have sentences with the pattern subject plus verb plus object. And we see that over here. People like him. The girl ate an apple. She went to Hawaii. Subject, verb, and object. B. Verbs. V. Verbs are the action or state of being in a sentence. Most verbs are action verbs that have one or more parts, like run, is running, has been running, etc. The most common state of being, or no action verb, is be. Verbs usually follow a subject and can be followed by an object. With imperative verbs, the subject you is dropped. You don't see it. So if we look at our examples again, we can see a pattern. Subject plus verb. We might have an object or we might not have an object. So for example, my sister is the subject and jogs is the verb. This is a fact. We don't have any object. My sister jogs. Jogs means runs. So it's the same thing as saying my sister runs. He likes her. Now we do have an object. He likes something. What does he like? He likes her. So her is the object. Jane is a teacher. Subject is Jane. Is the verb. Now this is a non-action verb, so we don't really have a subject, but we do have another noun, which is a teacher. So this sentence gives us more information about Jane. We can also have a sentence, an imperative sentence, which is just a verb, or sometimes a verb plus an object. All imperative sentences understand that the subject is you, but we don't actually say it. Okay? So, for example, here is one, begin. Begin is a verb. We understand that the subject is you. I'm giving an order to you. I want you to begin. We don't need an object here. Call me. Now this one has the verb. I'm saying you call me, and it does have an object. Call me. Me is the object. But again, the subject is you, and it's not there. Or we have something like be here at 9 o'clock. Here we have the verb, which is be. You need to be somewhere at 9 o'clock. Now, this isn't really an object because it's a be verb. Some people might call it that, but really it isn't. It's an adverb and a time phrase. Okay. C, articles. Articles are little words that give information about a noun. They come before a noun and usually show how many of a noun there are. Common articles are a, an, and the. Other similar words are determiners, such as a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., or a quantifier, many, a few. The pattern that we can have with an article would be an article plus a noun. Okay? If there's no noun, there will not be an article. If there is a noun, there might be an article. So an example of that, of article plus noun, is a puppy, an orange, the books. Adjectives, or ADJ. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. Adjectives give information about the noun's color, shape, size, etc. They have two common patterns in English. They can come before a noun or after the be verb. So our patterns over here are an adjective plus a noun, as in a beautiful flower, or be plus an adjective, as in is beautiful. The flower is beautiful. Adverbs. Adverbs are words that can describe verbs, adjectives, other adverbs, or even the whole sentence. Adverbs usually end in ly, but it's important to note that they don't have to end in ly, and not every word that ends in ly is an adjective. So it can be a little bit confusing. So we have a lot of patterns that we can have with adverbs. Okay. Not all, yeah. Okay. Adverbs plus a verb, as in often go. I often go to the store. That is an adverb plus a verb. You can have a verb plus an adverb, as in speak fluently. It's good to speak fluently in English. You could have a verb plus an adverb plus another verb. Is quickly preparing. She is quickly preparing to go to the store. Adverb plus adverb. Really well. He did really well on his English test. You could have an adverb plus an adjective. Very shiny. That is a very shiny stone. Adverb plus subject plus verb plus object. This can be quite complicated, but here we have it. Actually, I like rainy days. Actually is the adverb, I is the subject, your verb is like, and rainy days is the object. So everything has a pattern. The other kind of complicated pattern is subject plus verb plus object plus adverb. Phew! But it really has the same meaning as the sentence above. I like rainy days, actually. Subject, verb, object, and adverb. Okay. Prepositions. Prepositions are little words that indicate direction, time, place, etc. They're followed by a noun. English has many, many prepositions and very few easy rules to understand them. So you often have to learn the preposition and the noun that goes with it. Okay. They often also come after verbs, and so sometimes you will have to learn the verbs and the prepositions that go with those verbs. They're very small, but they can be quite complicated to really understand. So the pattern is a preposition plus a noun. So then we have things like to school. I go to school every day. Or in July. My birthday is in July. Or at home. I like to be at home. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are short words that join two sentences or two similar parts of speech. One way to help learn conjunctions is to use the word fanboys to help you remember common conjunctions. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So the patterns that they come into, we can have subject, verb, object, plus conjunction, plus subject, verb, object. Yeah, that sounds really complicated to me too, but it's not that bad. So first we do subject, verb, object. And I can show you that. Maybe. Let's have a look. I can say, here we have our subject and our verb and our object. Okay. My brother likes Tracy. This is this part here. Okay. Then we can have a conjunction. Let's make our conjunction, we'll underline that in blue. So here is our conjunction right here. This is our conjunction, and I don't know why my subject, verb, object came red. We'll have to fix that. Okay. And then we have another subject and verb and object. So we're going to go back to red. So let's fix this one up here, which is meant to be red. Why won't it be red? Okay. Technology is a problem. There we go. So subject, verb, object is red. And then subject, verb, object can be read again. And here we have it. He, there's our subject, never says, says is the verb, never is going to be part of that verb, we'll say. So we say he never says a word to her. So a word is our direct object. To her is an indirect object. Okay? So that's how that works, and it's not as complicated as it looks. Okay. Then we can have verb and object plus a conjunction plus a verb and object. Okay. So in this sentence, don't worry so much about the subject. We're going to look at the verb and the object. Okay. And then we're going to do another verb and object, which is washes her face. And then we can have, and why did that go blue again? Wow. Okay. We'll put in our conjunction there. We'll go back and we'll make that red here. There we go. Okay. So we have the verb and the object. We have the verb and the object. And then we have as well our conjunction in there, which connects the two of them. Okay. Now, yes, you have a subject here, and yes, you have a preposition and a noun here, but those are just extra parts of the sentence. They're not important to the pattern that we're looking at, which is the verb and object plus the conjunction plus the verb and object. Okay. You can also have a noun plus a conjunction plus a noun. So again, over here, we're not going to worry about the subject and the verb. we're going to think instead about this pattern here. We have our conjunction, and that conjunction is between two nouns. So we have a noun, we have another noun. So do you know what those nouns are? Those nouns are cake and ice cream. So I ate cake and ice cream. Noun, conjunction, noun. We can also have verb, conjunction, verb. Again, don't worry about the subject. We've got can call. There's one verb, and here's another one. Or text. So text and call. And our conjunction is right there in the middle, or. Just like over here. Like that. I'm not very good at this. All right, let's make that conjunction blue the way it should be. Let's see what I can do. Like this. Okay. And then as well, we have an adjective plus a conjunction plus an adjective. So let's do the conjunction first. Conjunction. There's our conjunction, and. Okay. Let's see if everything will stay the right color. Save that. We go adjective. Where's the adjective? Cute is our first adjective. And then after the conjunction, we have another adjective. Which one is it? It's lazy. Okay, so here we are describing the cat. We can have two adjectives connected by a conjunction. Our cat is cute and lazy. And the last pattern with conjunctions here is the adverb plus the conjunction plus the adverb. So we have the ballerina danced. Here's subject and verb. They're not part of the pattern right now. We're looking at this part. We're looking at beautifully. This is an adverb. And gracefully. This is the other adverb. And the conjunction, you can find that. Sure you know what that is. Our conjunction is and. Right there. Okay. So these are some of the patterns that you will see in English, and it can really, really, really help if you learn those patterns and learn to recognize them when you see them. Now, patterns for different parts of English work together and build on each other. For example, in the preposition plus noun pattern, the noun can also take an article, be an article plus noun, and or an adjective plus noun. So here are some examples. So we can have an adjective plus a noun. We can call it a fast car or fast car. Then we can have an article plus an adjective plus a noun. So we can add an article to the first pattern. So we can have a fast car. Then we could also add in an adverb, and then we could have a really fast car. So you can have a sentence like, fast car, a really fast car. I have a fast car, I have a really fast car. Okay? You can build on these things. In example 2, we can look at a preposition plus a noun, at school. We can add an article, so we have at the school. We can add an adjective, at the elite school. So we can build up these groups of words to give more and more meaning. In example 3, we have a pattern verb plus adjective, writes often. We can add another verb, is often writing. We can add another adverb, is so often writing. Okay? So we could make a sentence. He is so often writing that he has no time to play with his friends. And example 4. We have a pattern, a very basic pattern here that you've seen before. Subject, verb, object. Cats chase mice. We can add an article to the noun in the subject. So we then have the cats. Okay, so this is the subject, but now it's made of 2 words, article and subject. Then the verb, chase, and then we've added an article to the mice. So the cats chase the mice. Okay? This sentence here, cats chase mice, is a very general sentence. It's a fact about cats and mice. This sentence is a little bit more specific. It's talking about some specific cats and some specific mice. And then we can even make that sentence have more information, which increases our pattern. We can add an adjective into the subject. So now we can have article, adjective, noun, the hungry cats. We can add an adverb to the verb, always chase, and then we can add another adjective into the object, the scared mice. So you can build up basic sentences into much more detailed and interesting sentences that give a lot more information. Okay, that's it for a basic overview of parts of speech. We'll be doing some exercises on these and talking about them a lot more because they are extremely important information in English. So make sure that you listen and watch this video, and I will also give you these grammar notes as a PDF that you can download yourself if you want to study things without me talking. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Bye.